You're about to discover 5 legendary Portuguese horse breeds that'll make you question everything you thought you knew. From war horses once ridden by European royalty to ancient breeds that barely escaped extinction, each one carries a story that's nothing short of extraordinary. One is known as the Lamborghini of classical riding, another has fewer than a few hundred left on Earth. This isn't just a top 5 list, it's a journey through living history. Number 5. Pony de Tersera. Small in size but rich in character, the Pony de Tersera is one of Portugal's most unique native horse breeds. Born on the remote island of Tersera in the Azores, this pony has been a loyal companion to coastal communities for centuries. Standing just 50 to 52 inches tall, 13 hands, and weighing around 560 pounds, it's compact, well-proportioned, sturdy, and surprisingly trainable. Originally descended from Iberian horses brought to the island in the 15th century, the breed evolved in isolation, adapting perfectly to the rugged island terrain. It ranks number 5 not because it lacks value, but because its cultural and historical impact remains largely local. It wasn't bred for royalty, battlefields, or national pride. Instead, the Tersera pony is humble, functional, and rare. With fewer than 150 purebred individuals left, it's barely known beyond its home shores, but maybe that's what makes it so charming. Today, it's used for children's riding lessons, light farm work, therapy programs, and small-scale transportation. Compared to the Shetland pony from the UK, the Tersera moves more gracefully and is easier to train. No, it doesn't carry the majesty of an Arabian or a Lusitano, but it's living proof of quiet endurance and remarkable adaptation in the middle of the Atlantic. And if you think this little island pony was impressive, wait till you meet the next one, where wild power meets mountain winds and centuries of raw survival. Number 4. Gano horse. Nicknamed the Mountain Warrior, the Gano is one of Portugal's oldest native horse breeds, shaped by the rugged terrain and harsh climate of the country's northern highlands. Standing at around 50 to 53 inches tall, 13.1 hands, and weighing roughly 700 pounds, the Gano is compact, muscular, and built to handle steep climbs and rocky paths with ease. Its lineage dates back to prehistoric times. It was once used by Celtic tribes, and today, small herds still roam semi-wild in the Peneda Gerês National Park. It ranks number 4 not because it lacks legacy, but because its impact is mostly local. The Gano never appeared in royal ceremonies, wasn't exported as a national symbol, and has stayed true to its roots, serving mountain communities in farming and ecotourism for centuries. Still, it earns deep respect. Compared to the wild American Mustang, the Gano is less impulsive, more intelligent, and easier to handle, yet it still holds that captivating, untamed spirit. When stacked up against Spain's legendary Andalusian, known for its elegant posture and classical dressage flair, the Gano may not dazzle in the spotlight, but it outlasts, outclimbs, and outworks in real-world terrain. Today, only about 2,000 to 3,000 Gano horses remain, protected as a vital part of Portugal's mountain heritage. And while the Gano embodies raw, ancient strength, what comes next will hit you like a time capsule from the Stone Age. A creature so wild, so rare, it feels like nature forgot to modernize it. Number 3. Sariah horse. One of the oldest and most primitive horse breeds in all of Europe, the Sariah hails from the southern plains of Portugal, near the Sariah River. With its smoky gruelo coat, dark dorsal stripe, and zebra-like leg markings, this horse looks like it walked straight out of a Paleolithic cave painting. Standing about 57 to 59 inches tall, 14.1 to 4.3 hands, and weighing between 700 to 800 pounds, the Sariah is compact, hardy, and built for survival. It thrives in tough, resource-scarce environments. Independent by nature, cautious yet calm, it embodies both raw instinct and a quiet willingness to bond with humans. It earns the number 3 spot not for fame or grandeur, but because it's a living relic, a rare biological time capsule that preserves the physical traits of the horse's ancient ancestors. Its value isn't measured in medals or royal legacy, but in what it tells us about where horses came from. Compared to the Exmoor pony from the UK, the Sariah is taller, sleeker, and less shaggy. And while the Przewalski horse of Mongolia may be wilder in temperament, the Sariah is gentler, more approachable, and carries deep cultural roots in Portuguese history. rather than sheer biological curiosity. Today, fewer than 300 to 400 purebred Sariahs remain. Each one isn't just a horse, it's a breathing fragment of evolutionary history. But if the Sariah is nature's ancient masterpiece, then what comes next is the royal ballet of the equine world, a horse that dances through centuries of nobility. Number 2, Altar Real Horse. The Altar Real, often dubbed the Royal Horse of Alta, is a regal icon of Portuguese heritage, with over 2 centuries of history woven into the very walls of the royal stables. Developed in the late 18th century at the Royal Stud Farm in Vila Viçosa, this breed was designed for ceremony, performance, and the refined art of classical riding. Standing between 15.2 and 16 hands, 62 to 64 inches, the Altar Real is beautifully balanced. A strong frame, arched neck, and powerful legs, all perfectly suited for Baroque dressage. Every step is smooth, controlled, and elegant, like a waltz of muscle and precision. Why is it ranked number 2? Because while the Altar Real carries royal flair, exceptional skill, and cultural prestige, it lacks the global reach of the Lusitano. Revered by Portuguese nobility, yes, but it hasn't quite captured the international stage the same way. Compared to the Lusitano of Austria and Italy, famous for its high-flying airs above ground, the Altar Real is softer, less flashy, but more graceful and grounded, ideal for royal ceremonies. Against the Hanoverian of Germany, a sport horse built for jumping and modern dressage, the Altar Real leans more toward tradition and artistry than raw athleticism. Today, this noble breed is preserved through the Royal Stud of Vila Viçosa and partnerships with elite classical riding schools across Europe. But its legacy isn't just in performances, it's in every stride, every turn, every breath. A moving expression of heritage, beauty, and timeless tradition. And if the Altar Real swept you off your feet with royal elegance, just wait till you meet the final breed, where the soul of Portugal gallops like a living masterpiece. Number 1, Lusitano horse. No horse embodies the soul of Portugal quite like the Lusitano. A legendary war horse, a symbol of national pride, and a global favorite among equestrian lovers. The Lusitano has conquered royal courts, battlefields, and hearts around the world. Standing 15.2 to 16.1 hands, 62 to 65 inches, it features a strong, muscular frame, arched neck, solid hindquarters, and a fluid, circular gait. It's lightning fast, shockingly agile, and responsive to the lightest touch of its rider. Why is it ranked number 1? Because the Lusitano isn't just a piece of Portuguese history, it's a living legacy that's gone global. You'll find them in international dressage competitions, military academies, classical riding schools, and working ranches from Europe to the Americas. It's not just a breed, it's a brand of brilliance. Compared to the majestic Frisian from the Netherlands, the Lusitano is lighter, quicker, and more technically precise. Against Spain's Pura Raza Española, the Lusitano may look less aristocratic, but it wins in raw agility, endurance, and that unshakable warrior spirit. From Lisbon's royal stables to Seville's arenas, from classical academies to modern ranches, the Lusitano is a testament to strength, intelligence, and timeless beauty. And if any of these horses stirred your soul, the Lusitano is the final lightning strike.